That was my story. Like, my mom has issues with depression and bipolar and this, that, and the third. It's something that's in my family. So that was my story. It was what I believed. So I never made any attempts to try to figure things out because I just accepted it as my reality. You're 100% trapped in your head. You have talent. You feel what I'm saying? You're smart. You're good looking. You have everything going for you, bro. But you're trapped in your head. Good morning, vlog. It is now Wednesday morning. The wedding is Saturday. We're leaving this morning. Well, I should say this afternoon. We got to pick the kids up from school and we heading straight down to Florida. We're driving to Atlanta first. We're gonna stay in Atlanta, and then Thursday morning we're gonna get up and we're gonna head straight into Pensacola. A few orders of business. First and foremost, I know y'all see this little thing pop up on the screen. Brix Fitness. I want you guys to follow me on Instagram and on Twitter, because I usually post everything I eat on my Instagram. Second order of business, today is gonna just be a cardio day, strictly cardio, and I'm gonna do a low carb day, and I want to show you guys what my low carb day looks like. I'm probably not gonna vlog this entire day because I'm gonna vlog this day for my other vlog, which is mostly like my family content. I have some footage that I want to put on this vlog of a conversation that I had with James. Now, I don't know if you guys remember James, but James is someone I actually met on the vlog because I was looking for someone to mentor. And over the last few months, James has become like a little brother to me. And we recently had some, how can I explain it? We recently have been experiencing some growing pains in our relationship, let's just say that. And I invited him over to the house so I can have a conversation with him about some things. Let me tell you something about James. James, he's smart, he's talented, and I invest a lot of time into James because I see the value, I see the greatness inside of him. I see what he has to offer to the world, and I just want to do my part in cultivating that and helping him get his gifts to the world. And another thing with James, I see so much of myself in him. He's basically me 3 years ago, minus maybe 100 pounds, but as far as his mindset, and I see him going down a path that I was going down, and I see him making the same mistakes that I made, and I'm trying my best to help him with that. This is my first attempt at being a mentor to someone, and I believe that I've been called on to be a leader, but this is a role that I'm growing into still. I've experienced growing pains with that as well. I've experienced frustrations because of lack of patience and just not knowing how to guide him properly. So anyway, we experienced some growing pains in our relationship, and I recently asked him to come to the house so I can have a conversation with him. And I think the conversation is going to be very valuable, and that's the only reason why I want to share it with the channel. But anyway, so this video is going to be that conversation or clips from that conversation. I can't give you guys the whole entire conversation. Clips from that conversation. I'm going to give you my low carb breakdown on MyFitnessPal. All right, guys, real quick, I'm going to give you guys a breakdown of what I ate for the entire day. This was my lower carb day. I don't typically do no carb days, but I do low carb days because I've implemented carb cycling into my regimen. Carb cycling helps me get lean. It gives you kind of like the benefits of a low carb diet without the drawbacks of a low carb diet. So as you can see, I had oatmeal in the morning, and that was the end of for the most part, for my carbs. I had egg whites, a bunch of egg whites. I had some chicken breasts. Here's the breakdown. There was 202 grams of protein. I only ate 100 grams of carbs. I normally eat 300 grams of carbs. And here's the split. You probably can't follow it because the screens are probably flipping. So if you want to take a look, just go back and pause. Also, what I do sometimes is I like to do calorie cycling. So as you see, my calories were lower today. I only ate 1,800 calories, which is not something I do often. I don't want people thinking that it's okay to starve yourself, but once in a while I do calorie cycle, and I'll throw in a super low carb day. a super low calorie day. Just once in a while though. It's not a regular thing. I'm gonna be doing intervals. Matter of fact, let's check in at the cardio machine. Hopefully the stairs are available. Yes, the stair machine is available. And so is every other piece of cardio equipment in the gym right now. So I've observed something about my cardio habits. Let's just say, in the beginning of a cut, in the past, I would do a lot of cardio, a lot of steady state cardio. And what I noticed is my body became dependent on it. So the more cardio I did in the beginning of my cut, and this is for steady state cardio, the more I had to do in order to continue fat loss, right? So now what I've done is I started throwing in more high intensity cardio. So I'm gonna be doing high intensity intervals on the stair machine. I'm gonna probably go 30-second intervals at 15, you know, do it at level 15 for 30 seconds and then drop it down to like level 8 or 7 for like a minute and a half. And I'm gonna do that for 15 or 20 minutes. High intensity, so I'm trying to burn like 400 calories and then I'm gonna stop. This can apply to most people that watch the channel. You want the majority of your exercise time to be spent weightlifting. Resistance training is the way to go. Cardio should be supplemental. The tighter your diet is, the less cardio you have to do. You should do cardio, but I think most of the cardio you do should be high intensity interval training. All right, real quick, I wanted to go over how this interval cardio works. So I'll start off, I'll do probably about a minute warm up at a normal pace, which is probably about a level 7 or 8 for me. And then I'll do intervals of 30 to 45 seconds where I'll put it up to 15 or 16. So I'm gonna simulate how this works, but you'll get the picture. Alright, so I just knocked out that cardio. I'm not really feeling 100% because I haven't been sleeping that well. Normally when I have something heavy on my mind, I can't sleep well. But anyway, I had an idea to do a podcast. I'm finally ready to pull the trigger on a podcast. Comment below if you would listen to a podcast. I'm not a real big podcast listener, but I would love to know if you guys would be interested in a podcast. It would be more, it would, I can't even give you guys the name of it yet, but it was gonna focus more on the mental aspects of life. But like I said, comment below if that's something that you'd be interested in. I'm about to stretch. I'm gonna do the same stretching routine from the video a few days ago. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that video, but the link to the stretching routine will be in the description. And now I'm gonna cut to the conversation that I had with James. I'll see you guys later. Come on, say mitts, like old baseball mitts? Like a catcher's mitt? Alright, so look, the other morning, I woke up with something like heavy on my heart, like because I've been going through a lot of mental battles when it comes to us, like a lot of, at one point it was me feeling like I wasn't ready to responsibly be a mentor to someone because I still have a lot of growing that I need to do, and it was evident in the way that I was mentally processing some of our situations. I still don't feel like I know how, because my thing is, I'm very like, yo, this is what you need to do. You got to take some drastic actions if you want to make change in your life. You have to take drastic action. But it's not fair for me to expect someone else to handle things the way I would. You feel what I'm saying? But I that's all I know. But I know for a fact that if you just wrestle past some of these fears and anxieties and you took some like leaps and kind of like, you have to like corner yourself almost. You feel what I'm saying? Because if you give your mind freedom to roam, you're gonna keep like being trapped in there. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's scary. It causes crazy anxiety in order for you to take the actions that I don't know, who am I, but that I see that you need to take in order to like free yourself. You know what I'm saying? But everyone's path is different. That's what I had to do. I had to fucking like, yo, grab the parachute and was like, yo, I'm just gonna jump out this plane. I'm gonna just jump. Like I moved all the way across the country. Then I moved all the way back. Like I was making like taking drastic leaps. And in the process of these scary ass drastic leaps is where I found myself. I have to keep investing into you, bro. Because you know how I am about using you to help the greater good. You know what I'm saying? It's so in line with what my mission is, and that's to help people free themselves from their heads. And that's what it is, bro. All you're doing is you're trapped in your fucking head right now. You're 100% trapped in your head. You have talent. You feel what I'm saying? You're smart. You're good looking. You have everything going for you, bro. But you're trapped in your head. And it's so hard for me to just sit on the sideline and watch it because I've been there and I know how to get out of that. But it's like I get frustrated because I've told you time and time again what to do.
It's like a scary movie you've seen before.
Yeah, exactly.
Still like, don't
go there. Don't go in that door. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's hard for me to watch you go into the door anyway. But as a friend, and let's just say a friend. As a friend, I have to allow you to go through your process, and I have to trust your process. You feel what I'm saying? And it's hard though. That's just hard because I know how to get you out of this shit. I know how, but it doesn't matter. I could know all I want. The only reason why I know is because I've done it. I've been through all the shit that allowed me to learn the things and get the wisdom that puts me in a better place. Not saying that I'm free. I'm in a much better place. You feel what I'm saying? But I just want to help you stop spinning your wheels. I don't know, bro. Like, it's gonna be scary. And you gotta, and that's, I know exactly what that scary step may be for you. But you do. And it's not even something that you may have acknowledged to yourself. It may be something that you feel innately, like there's certain wisdoms, right? There's certain things that I'll feel in my stomach that I don't even have the courage to translate the feeling into words or into an action, because then I feel like I have to do it. You probably won't be able to say what you need to do, but I believe deep down inside, you know at least the first step. And the issue that I had was the consistency, because I knew for a while before that knowledge was applied in a consistent enough way that helped me start gaining traction and to get unstuck from the mud. I don't know, man. Like, all I know is go hard. You know what I'm saying? All I know is leap. All I know is, and that's not everyone's path. And I get it, man. But it's like, and it's frustrating though, bro. These are the pitfalls. This is what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? But it's like almost like
they gotta go through it.
You have to.
Cause like, I don't know. I was trying to explain like what it's like to be in a fight. Like, you see it, and like you can explain what to do, but like
it's
when you're in the fight, it's like it's nowhere near like
you can't simulate it. You can't.
Nah.
Yeah, exactly.
Never.
I know, bro. Yeah. But see, the thing is, like, it's like the reversal. It's like I've been on that side. Like I've been in that fight. I felt the punches. I've got my ass knocked out. You feel what I'm saying? And it's like I can't teach you how that knockout feel. And, you know what I'm saying? Until your ass is on the ground. And I don't know. I just want to prevent that. I don't want you to fucking waste years of your life learning how to guide young people. You know what I'm saying? I do feel like that's my calling. I do feel like that's my responsibility. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've had that conversation before. But ultimately, the frustrations that I felt, because I had to emotionally disconnect from you. I had to, because it was like it was bringing my energy low. You know what I'm saying? And I know that's not perfect. You never intended that. That's me, because that's just how I am. I'm very, like, for people I care about, you know what I'm saying? And once I get that connection with someone, it's like we're attached emotionally. You know what I'm saying? And then your decisions start affecting me. And that's where I had to draw the line, because I can't, like, I have way too many things to do. You know what I'm saying? For me to, I couldn't afford it. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm in a better place energy wise. And I prayed a lot about it, and like the universe has just been pulling me back towards you. Like, all right, let me see if at all I can lend a hand, a very unjudgmental, in an unjudgmental, instructional kind of way. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to tell you, you need to do this, you need to do that. I don't want to do that. I want to guide you. In a perfect world, would you listen? Yes, but that's I don't expect that. I don't expect you to say, yo, Brix said I need to do X, Y, and Z, so I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z. That's unreal. I don't expect you to do that. You know what I'm saying? But I do at least hope that I'm helping you mold your decision making a little bit more. You gotta lock in. You gotta get engaged in something that's gonna make you feel productive, because that's one of the biggest things that helped me, bro. The feeling of productivity, the feeling of I'm not a worthless piece of shit. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that was one of the biggest things that helped me get out of my mental rut. And it was tough. But the awareness is the first key. You feel what I'm saying? Like, the awareness. Even just being able to, and that was another thing that helped me a lot. It's like being able to take, I guess it wouldn't be considered introspective, but outrospective. Look, I don't know the exact term to use right now, but to like really like look at myself from the outside and like really observe, like, what are my patterns? What are my thought processes? What are my emotions? Like, do I have these dips because of this? Or like really like taking a eye from from the vantage of someone else, like having that power to separate myself and look and analyze, even if the analysis don't come, I don't formulate some sort of action plan. The analysis, the awareness, it helped me a lot. It helped me a lot because it's like, okay, after a while I was able to figure out action plans after consistently seeing the patterns. Like, and this is a never ending thing, bro. This is something, bro, I'm not even the same person from the last time we had a conversation. You feel what I'm saying? Like, but that's because I've been in these wars with myself enough to now know how to make ground a lot faster with things. You know what I'm saying? After years, bro, of fighting, and I've only been fighting against it for 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Before that, it was just kind of like, it is what it is. This is me. That was my story. Like, my mom has issues with depression and bipolar and this, that, and the third. It's something that's in my family. So that was my story. It was what I believed. So I never made any attempts to try to figure things out, because I just accepted it as my reality. Like, I'm gonna be depressed. My mom's depressed. I'm gonna be broke because my family, everybody lives check to check. So that's just gonna be me. You feel what I'm saying? So up until 5 years ago, that was, you know what I'm saying? So the efforts towards like really trying to get that shit under control has been 5 years, and I still like, bro. But and all I can do is help you, because I'm not a fucking psychologist. I'm not a therapist. All I have to use is what I experienced. You feel what I'm saying? And I just see so many, bro. It's fucking crazy how similar and how much of myself I see in you, bro. It's crazy. But it's gonna take some part. It's gonna be some parts, not some parts, but a lot of the parts that you're gonna have to fucking wrestle, bro. You're gonna have to fight.